Let's create a new component with the name product listings. This component is going to take care of displaying all my products on the UI. As of now, it is an empty file. Let me use the shortcut RFC. And with that, I have a new functional component with the name product listings. As of now, it is returning some dummy JSX code. Let me mention semicolons in all the places and save this file. As soon as I save the file, the formatting is done by the prettier. The very first requirement that we have with these product listings is it should accept an array of products information. Once it receives that array through props data, it has to iterate all the array element. For each array element, it should invoke the product card component. We're ready to develop this product card component. We're going to do that in few minutes. But before that, let's enhance our product listings to accept list of products that it needs to process from the parent component. What I'm going to do here is I'll try to perform the destructuring and try to extract products from the prop object. Later, I'll try to update this return code. First, let me delete this dummy code. And inside this return statement, first let me create a div element. To this div, let me assign a class name, which is product listings container. Later on, inside this div, I'm going to create one more div, and this div it is going to have another class name, which is product-listings-grid. I'm trying to use multiple divs here just for some styling purpose. Under this div, I'm going to write some logic which is going to check whether given product's length is greater than 0. If yes, iterate all those products and invoke the product card component. But before I try to write that code, I need to first create the product card component. Let me create a new file with the name as productcard.jsx. Inside this, I'm going to first create some dummy functional component with some dummy data. Let me go back to the product listings. And here, I'm going to paste a few lines of code. I'm not typing the code just to save some time here. You can get the same code from the GitHub repo. Since we are trying to write some JavaScript logic, we need to have these curly braces. Inside these curly braces, first, I'm trying to check the length of products. If it is greater than 0, I'm going to execute this entire true statement. So here I'm trying to use the ternary operator. If this statement is true, this entire highlighted code is going to be executed. Otherwise, this else part is going to be executed. In the else part, I'm trying to display a paragraph with the content as no products found. Whereas inside the true condition, I'm trying to iterate all the elements inside the products with the help of JavaScript map function. What this map function is going to do? This map function will take care of executing this function for each element inside the products array. What this function is doing? This arrow function accepts product as an input. This product refers to the element that we are trying to iterate inside the array. This variable name can be anything. Instead of product, you can give any other variable name. In the body of this arrow function, we're trying to invoke the product card functional component. So I should also make sure I'm importing the product card. Once the product card is imported, I should be able to use the component here. To this product card component, I'm trying to pass a data with the key as product. And to this key, I'm trying to send the product object as an value. This product object is going to have all the details like image details, price details, summary, and other description details. Next, I'm trying to pass data with the help of this key. Inside React, whenever you're trying to create multiple dynamic components at runtime based upon the array data or based upon the list data, it is mandatory to pass this key along with the value. Without this key value, the React cannot differentiate the differences between multiple products that you are trying to display. If React is not able to identify the differences between them, what is going to happen is you are going to have some performance problems. Anytime if there is change happening inside the products, all the products they are going to be rendered again from scratch. Whereas if you pass the key, then React is going to have a clue on how to identify a product card component. You need to make sure you are passing a value which is unique for each product. Based upon this unique value, in future, if there is some data is changing inside the products, only changed product details will be rendered and all the unchanged product details will not be rendered again by the React. So that's the purpose of this key. You should always make sure you are using the same key, and the value can be anything that you can pass from your product object. Even without this also, the code is going to work, but we're going to have some warnings or error inside the console. I can also show you the same during the demo. Maybe we can try to delete this for now, and at later point of time, I'll try to bring the same again after showing the error inside the browser console. I hope you're clear on what is happening here. The product listings, it is going to accept list of products, and all the products it is trying to iterate with the help of the JavaScript map method. To this map method, we have passed an arrow function which is going to accept product object. For each product, we are trying to invoke the product card child component. And to this child component, we are trying to pass this product object as an input with the key as product itself. As a next step, we need to go to the product card, and here we need to perform the destructuring and accept the product key as an input. Once this product is accepted as an input, we can try to update the JSX code. Let me delete this dummy code and mention empty parentheses. First, I'm going to create a div element with the class name as product-card. Inside this div, I'm going to create one more div. This time, I'm going to mention the class name as product-card-image-container. And at this second div only, we are going to have image tag, which is going to be responsible to display the product image. If you see, first we need to display the image, and below the image, we can display the product details. The source path, I'll try to populate with the help of product object that we have received. Inside this product object, we're going to have an property or field with the name image URL. Similarly, for alt, I'm going to use the same product object. Inside this product object, we are going to have a name property. The same I'll try to use to populate this alt property value. For this image tag as well, I'm going to populate the class name just to perform some styling. The class name is product-card-image. After the image div, I want to introduce one more div which is going to take care of displaying all the product details. For this div, I'm going to mention the class name as product-card-details. Now inside this div, I'm going to create h2 element which is going to take care of displaying the product name. So let me use product object that I have received as an input. Using the same, I'm trying to invoke the name variable. To this h2, I'm going to pass the class name as product-card title. I'm trying to use this class name for styling purpose. After h2, I'm going to create a paragraph element with a class name as product-card-description. To this paragraph, I'm going to pass the data by using product object. Inside this product object, we are going to have a description element, the same I'm trying to refer. Once we display image and product details, at the footer of the card, we need to display the price of the product as well. That's why what I'll do is I'll try to create one more div. And for this div, I'll try to assign a class name which is product-card-footer. Inside this div, I'll try to create one more div for my styling purpose. And to this inner div, let me give the class name as product-card-price. Under this div, I'm going to display the price of the product. To display the price of my product, I want to use another child component with the name price. Let me create a new component with the name price.jsx. Inside this, I'll type shortcut RFC, which is going to help me in creating the price functional component. My price functional component should accept two input properties. So let me perform destructuring here. The very first property name I'm going to mention as currency, price. Based upon these two input data, in the UI, I want to display this price. Currency indicates whether the price needs to be displayed using a dollar or rupee or euro or pounds or any other currency. Followed by, we are going to display the product price. That's why I have set up these two input props for my price component. Next, inside the return statement, first let me return some empty fragment. Inside the empty fragment, first I'll try to populate the currency based upon the input data that I'm trying to receive. Followed by, I'm going to use span element, and to this span element, I'll try to pass the price value that I'm going to receive as an input. Now my price functional component is ready. Let me go to the product card, and here let me import the price functional component. Once it is imported, I can go to the last div, and in between these div elements, I'm going to invoke price functional component. Once this price component is invoked, first let me pass the currency details. So the currency detail that I want to pass here is dollar. Later on, I want to pass price as well. This price details I'll get from the product object with the help of price field. With this, I'm assuming we have set up everything around the product listings and product card and price. The only step right now we are left is when home component is invoking these product listings, it needs to populate these products data. So let's try to perform the same job in the next lecture.